little bit like we were doing this interview last week. You're going to play a team that's big and physical and wants to get at the line of scrimmage again, huh?
Every week. You know, it's another good team coming in. Excited to play at home again. I thought the crowd was awesome Sunday, and another good challenge, but we're excited.
What will it be like to play against the Neil Hunter?
Yeah, it'll be a little different. There's a lot of crossover. You got Cam Akers, Chris Boyd, Diggs, and then in here I think JG, Cashman, Camryn, there's a lot of carryover. So it'll be fun for those guys and fun to go against those guys.
Yeah, you never really blocked Danielle, I guess, straight up.
Yeah.
Defensive end, but you never know, right?
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
For you guys last week to be able to run the ball, 2 different running backs, etc., what did that do for you?
Yeah, I think we're challenged this offseason about our run game. We know what we can be and what we want to be. I think we saw glimpses of that Sunday, and it just opens up the rest of the offense. I thought the screen game was good. I thought run game was good. Play action, obviously, you saw the 97-yard bomb. It opens up the whole playbook. It makes defenses have to defend everything or try to, and it was a lot of fun.
The more you play together, you're 5 down front, and the better you get. Is that just worse chemistry-wise?
Yeah, if you watch as the game goes on, our combinations kept getting better and better. Those 4-yard runs turned into 10, 12-yard runs, and it's fun just to get to lean on the defense. And yeah, it was what you wanted in a game, right? It was some quick touchdowns. It was some. I think the 7-minute drive at the end of the game, unfortunately ended in a field goal, but still, to take 7 minutes off the clock, run the ball, converting third downs, it was everything you want.
And without your receiver, your number one receiver in the game.
Yeah, Sam did a great job finding the guys. Guys were getting open. It was good protection. It was team football, and then defense handling it at the end. It was awesome.
How does this work with this group that you've had adversity 2 weeks in a row with the fumble by CJ and then the pick early in the game, but it didn't rattle you guys? What's different about this year than maybe last year when some of those things would occasionally get you off the rails?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously we do not want to turn the ball over. That's a big emphasis, still an emphasis. But it was, we had a good drive, got all the way down there, and then unfortunately had turnovers on the plus side of the field. But then defense picked us up, right? I think defense got their turnovers too, so it's just kind of playing off each other a little bit, watching how much fun the defense is having, fired us up a little bit, got us running the ball, got us fired up. But it's probably just, like I said, the team football aspect. It's special teams making some big plays, almost recovered the fumble on that punt. So it's if someone doesn't do something they want, it's the other side of the ball picking them up.
But it seems like Sam doesn't get rattled with it either. Some quarterbacks may get a little gun shy, especially when they're a new guy running this offense.
Yeah, I mean, Sam's played a lot of football, and he's calm and collected back there. The operation from day one has been very impressive. Just him getting the play call in, understanding it, communicating it, and getting guys on the same page. If we have to change the play at the line, he's run the show really well. It's fun to play with him.
Yeah, they got a lot of different receivers. They got a quarterback that's getting experience, etc. Not quite, but they also want to be physical and establish a lot of things. Tell me about playing a team like this.
Yeah, I feel like they're really a complete team. This is one of those matchups that you're looking forward to because we know that they have good receivers at every single spot, good running back, obviously a good quarterback. So really going into this week, we know it's another dogfight. So we're looking forward to that, especially coming off of 2 good wins for us. We have to be able to put that in the past and be able to understand that this is going to be an even bigger test this week.
You're going to play against Neil Hunter on the same side of the ball.
I know.
Behind him. What will that be like for you to see him?
It's going to be weird seeing him in a different uniform, seeing Chris Boyd too, our old teammate, old DB with us. So it's going to be cool seeing them, but it's going to be weird seeing them in different uniforms. But like I said, looking forward to seeing them just as a person, going to say what's up to your old friends.
C.J. Stroud is what as a quarterback?
Really great quarterback. He's from my hometown down in IE, so shout out to him, but it's going to be really competitive. He's a really good quarterback, and he's for sure, we're looking forward to this matchup.
Do you know him a little bit from that?
Yeah, for sure. We grew up playing, not grew up, but we played on the same 7-on-7 team and trained with the same people, so been knowing him since about high school. So it's going to be cool to be able to go against him now.
So you guys keep track of each other, so to speak, huh?
It's my first time actually playing against him really ever, so it's going to be fun. But I've always rooted for him just because we're from the same area. And
he must have been something in high school or around then, huh?
Oh yeah, but for sure, especially I think he was like a late bloomer.
Was he?
Yeah, so that was one thing we always knew about him. He's always been a grinder, and people we were looking forward to seeing him go up in the ranks and ended up being a baller.
Like I said, we're getting adjusted, and it's always good to get 2 wins under your belt the first 2 games. We got a good team coming in this week, Houston. They undefeated too, so it's going to be a big challenge for us.
What's Stephon Diggs present?
He's a great receiver. He's been making plays, his whole career. They're using him a little different in Houston, but he's still got the big play making ability. They got Collins too, and Tank Dell, a great quarterback. So it's gonna be a fun matchup.
Well, this system, has it been easy to learn? What's it been like for you?
It's been good because I've been with Flo from New England days, so it's kind of been easy a little bit, and just teammates make it easier too by communicating with me. So it's not too hard. Now it's just the preparation, learning the other team, trying to figure out what they're going to do to you, how they're going to attack you, and go from there.
What have you thought of US Bank Stadium in a game like that?
It's loud. It's loud. It's so loud. The fans is crazy. It's probably one of the best atmospheres I've been around, especially at home. So I'm looking forward to it this week.
You kind of know those players on the other side. You know their tendencies from practicing against them. How do you control that, right, where you think you may know better, right, because you've seen them so many times?
I don't think it's challenging. I think especially since I'm in a brand new defense, a defensive scheme that I'm brand new to me. I haven't played in before. It forces me to really trust the scheme, trust the coaching, and trusting the guys around me. And especially being a linebacker, having to command the defense and communicate well, like I gotta play within the system and trust that everyone else is doing the same thing.
We kind of keep everything the same way. We don't nobody get too high, no one gets too low. Everybody got a little chip on their shoulder, so it doesn't matter who we facing. We're gonna treat them like they're the best and the ones who could possibly win the Super Bowl. So we treat every team the same way. So
when you play against a team you played with once, is it like going to church wearing your Sunday best? I mean, do you want to be at your absolute best?
Of course. I feel like that would be anybody. But one thing about it is, there's never no bad blood there. But ultimately, it doesn't matter. The team I used to play for is somebody who I definitely want to shine against. So I feel like that would be any player going against their own old team. But one thing about it, I keep it all the same. I want to make a play. At the end of the day, no matter who team I'm playing, I want to get the ball in my hand. So that's one thing I'll be focusing on this game.
Who has the advantage in individual matchups? You went against a lot of these guys in practice every single day.
Oh, it's true. I'm not sure. I feel like there's a lot of things that I do know about them guys, so I know there's going to be a lot of game playing against me. So, that's something that's fine. But it's also the same way, vice versa. There's a lot of things I know about them that I can help me go into this game. There's a lot of things that I know I can help, my defense get prepared for. So it's going to be a lot of things going back and forth, and I'm more sure they can do the same thing to me. But I know one thing, we'll be ready.
Is this the biggest challenge the defensive backfield's had so far?
This will be one of the ones for sure. San Fran was definitely a team that is somebody we had to account for, but these guys are a little different. One thing we noticed, these guys are definitely a little younger, a little faster on that end, so that's something that we take part of, something that we got to make sure we figured out, and I think this will be a nice challenge. It's going to be a great game.
Thanks, Shaq.
Yes, sir.
What has playing for Flo been like, maybe compared to what you expected?
Oh, man. How can I explain it, man? It's different. It's so different. And, I think Flo is crazy enough to be able to run this type of scheme and make it work. And I love that. There's a lot of things that we can change up, a lot of things that we didn't even have to show for our defense to play really well. There's a lot of things that we still got in our back pocket that we can use. Like I said, you got to be crazy enough to be able to run it and run it the correct way. And Flo is the perfect guy for this system.
How fun is it when your number's called, you can come through for this football team?
It's just something, I had to prepare myself my whole career, being a undrafted guy that's, mainly here for punt return throughout my whole career. Just if your number get called, go out and make a play. And that's just how I approach every single game.
Obviously, knowing that Addison's still a little bit nicked up, and so is JJ, there's a chance you're going to probably see the field a little bit more. Does that change your preparation at all?
It don't change for me. I'm approaching every week the same, We practice, we all rotate, and it's like whenever your number is getting called out there, go out and make a play, and that's what Keenan, he hold us to that standard, and, that's what, I'm approaching this game to do.
Is that kind of the attitude in this team that everybody, when they're called upon, has to do something? Yeah,
I mean, you see how talented our team is. Everybody's here for a reason, so, anybody can be out on that field anytime, and, it can be big plays made, and, that's just how we look at it in our locker room. That's how we look at it when we're on the field, and we have trust in everybody that's out there. So, if you're out there, make a play. That's all it is.
Well, your thoughts going going against the old teammates?
It's gonna be fun, man. I've been excited, man. It's gonna be just a fun environment, man. I can't even put it into words, but it's gonna be fun.
What's gonna
I'm so
gonna
sorry.
be like? You
So sorry.
You know these guys. They know you. What's that gonna be like?
Yeah, I think that's the thing about it. That's why it's so fun. I mean, it's been going against whether it's the past 4 years or 1 year, 2 years. We can really go in the real game, which is going to be all fun. And just compete is great, man. I think that they got good players on that side of the ball. We got some too, but looking forward to the competition for sure.
Blake said you go in motivated against your former teammates, but then you also have to really compete and not play hero mode. What's that balance like?
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I mean, I ain't going to sit here and lie and say I don't have this game like it's like not going to be a game that I look forward to. Yeah, of course. It's a team I've been with for the past 4 years, but man, it's going to be fun just to be in an environment, for them to come to this environment. Being at the home game last week, man, that was amazing. US Bank was crazy. So for them to come and see that and actually play in this environment when they come to our house, yeah, I'm ready for that one for sure. I'm knocking everybody out one more time. I'm ready.
Have you started to trash talk to anybody from Texas this week?
Not yet. It's gonna come though. I got some boys with it though. I don't know how to talk to a couple of them. Definitely gonna be more obviously when the game actually comes for sure. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
You also know how talented those guys are.
Yeah,
especially the quarterback.
Yeah, they also know how talented we are too. Yeah, so they're very good for sure. But we got a team over here too.
What about CJ Stroud? What makes him so special?
Mature quarterback. I mean, can make literally every throw. Humble kid. That's like still my little brother. That's one of the guys that I'll be talking trash to. They're just like the inevitable. Like he already talks trash as it is, but it's gonna be great just because like the relationship we all got. But yeah, it's gonna be a fight though. It ain't gonna be sweet. I mean, we understand what they have on that ball. Trust me, they are a top 5 team in this league, and we are well aware of that. But at the same time, they got to come over here and they still got to prove that for sure.
Now that you guys are headed into week 3, how do you think the identity of this defense is shaping up?
Being aggressive and being physical, and being the most physical and fastest team, at the point of attack. I think that's what helped us win the first weekend. Last week, obviously, we just continue to just be relentless on defense, take away the things that they want to do best, and finish the games. A lot of times, I had a penalty where we kind of give them certain things at times. Once we cut the things, the self-inflicted wounds and self-inflicted penalties, yeah, we're gonna be playing our best ball for sure.
I have a lot of confidence.
Yeah,
Considered a high-powered offense.
for sure.
Another one. Does that give you confidence? Seeing how you performed last week.
Yeah, I think that it just makes you believe in trusting your technique more. I mean, I think that was the main thing. Going into last week, we didn't care about what the outsider said, and I think I said that at the top of the week. It's just like, look, I guarantee nobody's going to choose us to win that game. But within ourselves, we already knew this whole time. Like, listen, we hold ourselves to a different standard than what anybody else would. So when it comes to that stuff, I don't care if it's I don't even name a name. Any prediction, we don't care about that. We're gonna play our brand of ball, and continue to execute on our side, and good luck trying to win against that for sure.